do you still French kiss?
If I feel friendship,
No, you still French kiss. If you still are kissing,
why would I not French kiss?
good, glad. And then, how important do you think music is for one's intimacy?
Absolutely. I think the music gets the best if it's honest and open and revealing.
Absolutely. And how do you feel about dance, the intimacy of dance? Do you think that's important in a relationship?
Dancing, I think it's very important. The best is if you can actually uh dance in a relationship. Yeah, I think it's very special. I have not had that often. I used to be a dancer myself, but
Ah,
when I dated dancers, yeah, the last year I dated a girl for a second that was a dancer, and when we danced, we could just keep going for hours. That was crazy.
I would have loved to be another fly on the wall. That must have been beautiful. Two dancers. Oh, that's gorgeous. So dancing. So you've always danced then from a young
Well,
age, or
when I was younger, I was in a circus. So from 6 years to 16 years, I was part of a circus, and then
wow,
I stopped that to become part of a dance crew.
that's amazing. And how come that you got into a circus?
Well, we had a circus that was quite, a small regional circus for kids, but there was also an old section, and it was kind of like a training at first, and then it became more serious. So that was really nice. Um,
Wow,
my two sisters that I have, they're both older than me. They were also part of that circus. So, but we
that's
still had a normal
amazing.
life, but we would get off of school a lot to go perform somewhere.
That's amazing. That's
That was
so
really special.
rich. Wow, very special. I love circus. And I always
Yeah.
bring in, I have 4 kids and I always bring them to the circus because in Switzerland, I feel it's a big thing with circus. I think it's they have great circus coming.
I think there is maybe a bigger thing in Switzerland than other places, but for me, the only place where like I didn't want to continue circus because I didn't think there was enough of a career. Because I always felt like, people don't appreciate circus enough, but for
Mm,
example, places like Vegas, there it really makes sense. It's like all about the spectacle, and I would have liked something like Cirque du Soleil for myself, but I never went that route.
yes. Well, you could though, because you're also dancing, so you could. You
Yeah,
could
maybe
have.
it's a bit late because the competition is high, but I heard from a lot of my female circus friends that if you're a male in that business, you have a big advantage because there's not a lot of competition. And my friend Maya, she's a aerialist in Los Angeles, and she told me there's like 50 women for one woman as a competition and 3 men for one man as a competition in circus. So
Well, you should go for it.
maybe I
You
have to
should
go
go
for
for it.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you should. I think you should. Wow, what an amazing upbringing then to be a part of circus. That's amazing. So, is there one of your songs that is dedicated to someone special?
Oh, all of them.
All
Um,
of them.
the
Wow.
thing is, I can never write songs in the past, and I was kind of, I was modeling. I was kind of hoping I would make big impact, so I could just have someone help me with the music. But eventually, I realized maybe I have to do the music myself because it was just always, modeling kept on going, but it was never really that amazing that I had so much money or so much, fame or anything. And I just wanted to get to the music eventually. So I thought maybe if I start the music myself, I can learn how to make those songs myself. And I did. I actually now I'm able to do everything myself. Even though I do it all to collaborate, I really live for that. But I have done even whole projects where I had, writing, recording, producing, and then releasing, and then video. I did the video myself, and it was in the pandemic. I had
Wow.
everything myself, and I have this one video. It won 6 film festivals,
Wow.
and it was just me filming myself, basically. and
That's
everything was
amazing.
self-produced because I had to do it. But I do want to work with other people, obviously. And yeah, so in the end, to go back to your question, I finally made the first few songs thinking about a situation in my life or a person, and all the positive and negative songs were all positive and negative experiences at first, and then eventually they become more of a song. So I would still in the beginning think this song is that person. But eventually, you're like, it started with that person, but then it just became a song, so sometimes it goes like it sticks just with a person or it becomes just a song. But I know from
Yeah,
every
that's interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's very special. And is one of your songs your favorite song?
I used to have one and then there came another and another. So I think there's some very, very special songs that I feel like stand out. But in the end, I release a song when they're complete, because I have so many songs that are unreleased. Because I just, now that I force myself to, get better at the creative process, I feel like I can make 2 to 3 to 4 songs every day. I just don't have
Wow.
the time. Yeah, because I just don't have the time because I'm doing a lot of things. I've been, I can go back to that later, but if I would just give myself like a month, I would probably do a couple of albums. And that's actually my goal right now. I'm trying to do 2 albums before I go back to LA. So I have something to show to my friends.
Yeah, please tell us how your process is, because that's quite amazing to be able to write three, 4 songs in a day.
Thank you. Well, the thing is, I have a hard time with melodies oftentimes. So let's say if I'm not at the computer and if I'm just traveling or if I'm just doing something random and an idea pops up in my head, it's usually words, and I would write them down immediately. So I have tons and tons of lyrics in my iPhone. Um, oftentimes I lost those lyrics because my iPhone broke and I didn't have a backup of them. I don't know,
Oh,
that
no.
happened to me like 3, 4 times. But I oftentimes don't even get to those lyrics because when I do start a song, I just, look for different ideas and inspirations. And finally, when I have my beats, I create the structure of the song and then try to keep it as short as possible these days. Sometimes they get longer if they're slower, but I like really short songs that are, they go straight to the point. But then finally hum a little bit of a melody in my mic, and then eventually stuff comes in my head immediately before I even can go to my notes. So
Wow.
it depends more on the melodies and on the feel of the song, then I get more of an inspiration. So I don't lack of inspiration because these days I think writing a song is like having a conversation, and I'm someone who could talk a lot.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And how did you find out that you could write songs? How did you discover that?
Well, yeah, I had to force myself. You know,
Okay.
I thought again, like I said before, I thought I just need a team and I didn't have the team. And eventually I thought, well, I have to kind of start somewhere. So I just tried and kept on trying. And actually there's one big inspiration. His name is Ron Pope. I'm not sure if you're familiar. He's an amazing singer-songwriter, has especially one really famous song called A Drop in the Ocean. I'll send it to you later. But
Yes, please.
somehow I connected with him online on Instagram. And because I guess I posted his song in my story, and he just said thank you for using my song in your story, which was really nice of him. So I thought I have his attention for a second. Why don't I ask him how he writes his songs? Because he's one of those really creative musicians that writes everything himself. And he said, just write 1,000 bad songs, and sometimes there's going to be a good song. It's like, wow. So I thought if you need 1,000 bad songs, you probably get better start right now.
Yeah, let's get going. Let's
Just
get
to go.
going.
So I did that, and actually, eventually, I got really close to a good style that I liked. And now I think I did create my own style, but at the same time, I'm I got so busy doing other work the last 2 years that I haven't created new music for a long time. And now that I'm sitting here and trying to make new music every day, I feel like I might have changed my style a little bit. And you can also see that in my last release. It was a
Yeah,
fixed
it's good.
EP. Thank you. But you could see maybe that music was more electronic than before.
Mhm.
And at this point, I should also say I'm gonna release. I'm thinking about releasing a second version of the EP that is, for now, it's just gonna be a single, but maybe I'll release the whole EP again with Grimes AI.
Oh, cool.
You have heard of that? Because Grimes lets everyone use her voice. And I thought, why don't we embrace the new elements of music?
Hmm.
Yeah. So one
That's
song is gonna come
exciting.
out soon, and then maybe the whole EP, but let's see.
So do you also make then since you dance, do you also put that in your videos then? You dancing?
I did some, yeah. I did some dancing in my
Hmm.
videos. But recently, I mean, the thing is I have some videos that are more of a story and some
Yeah.
videos that are more of the song, just performing it. Um, but I haven't created that many music videos lately because I started to have a more of a yeah, I have more of like higher requirements, I guess. I want to
Yeah.
reach certain levels, and you need a good team for that.
So are you living between Zurich and LA then?
No, I'm actually based in LA, but right now I'm in Zurich because I started doing some reality shows, and
Oh, cool.
I know it's a crazy adventure, really unexpected and something I never wanted to do, but I just got into it. I just filmed the second reality show a couple of months ago, and I had to renew my visa at the same time, and so because I just got really busy in Zurich, I decided to stay till after the summer. Yeah.
But that's nice for your family as well then. They get to see
Yes, I do love my family, I have to say. They're really good and I can
you.
be with them forever. They never make me feel like I want to leave.
No, but LA is quite cool as well though, and especially in the music and dance and acting and the creative world. So
The music
I can
especially.
I can get that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just feels like the infrastructure that LA has for arts,
Mm.
or especially in film and music, is just unprecedented. I think no other place has that. Yeah.
No, it's fabulous. No, I was lucky to perform a few times in LA
Oh,
and I loved
great.
it. The Mint, the Mint and stuff, yeah. And I was
Actually, I'm
working a bit
not,
with
not
the
familiar not familiar with a lot of venues because I was
no,
never allowed to perform. And my new visa I'll get soon will allow me to perform finally, which is gonna be a bit
good,
strange, yeah.
fantastic. And how does the word music make you feel?
It's everything to me. Everything I always did
Mm.
had something to do with music. When I was a kid, I was listening to music all day long. Like I would not be able to take a shower without having set up my speakers first to listen to music while I'm taking just a shower. Or just like biking to school or whatever. If I didn't bring my earphones, the day was ruined. So music to me has either a leading role or at least a supporting role in every activity.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic. And then, yes, I always want to know what you're up to now, but it sounds like you're doing this reality TV then.
Well, no, this reality TV is over, so I'm waiting for
Ah,
it to
okay.
come out. It's also a bit of a secret. I'm not sure when they're announcing it, but it should happen any
Okay.
moment. Like, no, really, like I'm waiting for it any day. It should be announced, and it should probably come out next few months. And that was filmed already, so probably just gonna be something in the news and all that. But other than that, I could be anywhere. And my plan now that I could tell you about is I'm gonna work for another week on music and
Mhm.
some other money jobs I have, and then I plan to make a Europe trip with the train, and I want to go to a lot of cool places I've never been to in Eastern Europe and
Great.
Scandinavia.
Yes, I
Last
see you
stop
for
Oslo.
coffee.
Yeah,
I'll meet up with you in Oslo, that's for sure.
yeah.
That'd be great. Oh, well, thank you so much for taking the time to be be on Music Monday.
Wow, thank you so much. Time.
Yeah, and good luck with everything. It's exciting. And I can't wait to meet you then in real person.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye.